Special thanks to dxworld.net for using their graphic.
All right, everybody, Shep here, Whiskey Yankee 8 November, and I'm going to bring you a little SDR mobile video today on working Super Fox with FT8. This is using DL8MRE or Marcus's software. I'm using this on an iPad mini and a ICOM 705 rocking everything I can rock of 10 watts going out. So we're going to see if we can make contact with Sable Island, which is using Super Fox mode for FT8. We're going to try them on 12 meters. I don't think they're on 10 meters right now. At least the last time that I checked, they were not. But we'll see if we can hear them on 12. And I just looked it up, and they're not on 12. They're on 17, 20, and 30. So what the heck? We'll go to 30, and we'll see if we can work them on 30 meters. So when they're on 30 meters, they're actually I don't remember the exact frequency, but I'll look it up here real quick. It's I think it's 131. So we're going to tune to, we're already signed in. Let's go ahead and get FT8 running. Let's go ahead and go to 30 meters. And I'm just going to use the radio to turn the frequency to 131. Now, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can hear anything. You'll notice I've got my audio muted, but let's go ahead and unmute it. Okay, we can hear some signals there, so we're going to remute things up so you're not listening to that squealing while I'm walking you through the process. So the most important thing you need to realize is when you're working the modes for Super Fox, if you look in the area right here where odd is, I just turned it to even. I'm going to turn it back to odd. You want to make sure you are transmitting in the odd. The next thing you want to do is come right here and make sure that your TX and RX are not equaled. Now you notice when there's a check mark in there, the TX block 1481 TX is grayed out, meaning you can't make any changes in there. We want to make sure that that is unchecked. We have double white boxes so we can change that information. The next thing you want to do, we can see YB0NSI communicating with Charlie Yankee 0 Sierra, which is our target. And we're seeing that they're working them around 1540. So we want to make sure we're up higher than 1540, at least a couple hundred, if not closer to 1,000. So I'm just going to change mine to 2300 in my TX. So we're going to back out of there. 2300. I'm just going to tap anywhere in the yellow. Now, the next simplest thing you can do is just find where Charlie Yankee 0 Sierra is on the far right-hand side, that they're the calling frequency. We should be set. I'm going to double tap on them, and I should start calling them. Now, you're going to notice in the pink ribbon, DX, Charlie Yankee 0 Sugar is listed. And then to the right, I'm transmitting now to them. Shows my grid square. You'll also notice in that blue square just to the right of log, you're going to see Charlie Yankee 0 Sierra or 0 Sugar, however you enunciate things with your phonetic alphabet. So this is our first call to them. We're going to see if they answer us back. I have already worked this DXpedition FT8 in Super Fox mode on every band with the exception of 6, 10 meters, and 160 meters. So we'll see if they come back to us. The other thing that I will share with you in Super Fox mode, sometimes you do not get an RR73 or a triple R73. Sometimes it'll say QSO finished. And when you see that, you may have to make sure that you tap the log button, because you'll notice I've got my rig set up in auto up at the top to the right of where the FT4 box is gray. I've got it set up to auto log, so in the event that I do close the contact while I'm squawking and not looking at the screen, I don't have to worry about missing the log. But if I get QSO finished and I do not get an RR73, I may have to hit that log button over on the right-hand side in that pink ribbon. again, I have worked them on every one of the bands that they have worked at. And there we go. We're already making a contact with them just that quick. So I'm giving them a plus 13. They're giving me a minus 9. Again, I'm 10 watts and about 175-foot wire. And I'm resonant with the wire that I've got in my 49 to 1. I'm resonant on everything except for 6, 17 meters, 60 meters, and 160 meters. And looky there, QSO finished. So we got the QSO finished. We didn't get an RR73. All right. So we're gonna let it run one more cycle, and then I'm gonna tap on my tools and see if it's in there. Now you'll notice the current time is 23:03:45. We're just gonna go to our tools right now, go to logbook, and there it is at 23:03:14. You'll also notice that I worked them earlier today on 10 meters. This is going to be a dupe, but I did this primarily for being able to do this video, get it uploaded to everybody, let you see how easy it is to set up Marcus's software and work SuperFox. The main thing to remember again, you want to make sure you're in the odd sequence and make sure your TX is much higher than the RX. And if you're patient enough to watch and see when the target call that you're trying to reach, in this case, Charlie Yankee Zero Sugar, which is in the gray box, right here where I'm toggling that box up and down. If you wait for it to be on the right-hand side, once you see it, you can double tap on it, and it's automatically going to fill in the data for the RX stream. If you notice where Charlie Yankee Zero Sugar is at 1479, you notice in the pink ribbon that I've got, and down in the bottom down here where it's highlighted in red, they were working me at 1479. They are working multiple slices in SuperFox with the flex radios that they're using. So they're transmitting on multiple frequencies, which is part of the reason why they're using the SuperFox mode, which allows them to make up to 8 QSOs a minute. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the live stream, and I'm going to tap on 30 meters, and I'm going to see if my call sign's there, which it's not, but as much time as I've been yapping over here for the last 3 minutes, it may have cycled all through already. But that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you can put it to use, and hopefully you can use SuperFox FT8 with your software for your ICOM or your Flex, whatever you're running. It's just that easy to set up. 73. Hope to see you on the bands. Whiskey Yankee 8 Norway. Until we talk again. Bye-bye.
Contacts with CYOS. Found in